Well, thank you, Dieter, and good morning to everybody here, especially the award winners. Dieter has always had a strong leadership on this very young foundation, and we are very grateful to him. The foundation, as he said, is now 5 years, and I had the privilege to start contributing to the works of the foundation since the beginning. We had a lot of great and sometimes unexpected satisfaction. We have been creating, I think, a solid and extremely positive reputation around the academic circles, and also attending, also having the company and the cooperation of central banks and of the legal entities of UniCredit all over the place. I think we are building a strong network of relationships besides helping research and studies. And I think that the two things fertilize each other, because the relationship help the support of studies, diffuse the information on our initiatives, and vice versa. Today, our foundation, I think, is well known across Europe, certainly, but also across the Atlantic, and we are now considered able to reach the most talented students and researchers. We succeeded to reward many winners, but also we have been able to share the value of our fellows and of the professors of the scientific committees that I have the honor to share with international academic and banking circles. Let me say something about our workshop activity, which is growing very fast, and that I think has a lot of economies of scope with our financing activity. As Dieter mentioned, the number of foundation's initiatives has increased dramatically. In terms of workshops, we had 3 workshops this is a type of initiative we have been starting only in the last years. We had just 3 workshops in 2012, 8 in 2013, and we are already now planning for more than 15 workshops this year. I think this is an impressive achievement, and it would not have been possible without the strong collaboration between our foundation and the UniCredit legal entities around Europe, as well as the engagement of top officials from national central banks. Just to give you an idea, on June 30th this year in Belgrade, the Young Economist Conference, organized in cooperation with the Faculty of Economics of the University of Belgrade and the UniCredit Bank Serbia. The main goal is to help young researchers to polish the papers. So it's a very special initiative, highly academic, to polish the papers before publishing them in international journals. So this is PhDs with their very fresh work to undergo a final discussion, and Professor Franco, which is a member of our scientific committee and professor at the University of Belgrade, has to be thanked for this initiative, which is going to take place in a few weeks. In September, thanks to our fellow Marco Tonin, and in cooperation with the University of Wien, a workshop on public organizations will be held And during the workshop, 2 winners of best paper competition launched by our foundations will be rewarded. On September 18, there will be a second macro banking and finance conference in Tor Vergata in Rome, a very important moment for young economists to share their research on frontier topics. On September 29, at the Koç University of Istanbul, we are organizing our 3rd workshop on European Union versus Turkey. We have been already twice there discussing this relationship, first from a strictly banking point of view, then from a central banking point of view. Now it's going to be a wider type of view. We're going to look at the whole economic relation. And on October 3, we are organizing in Bocconi a workshop on crime economics in cooperation with Paolo Pinotti, which is one of our fellows. Another workshop in Bocconi will follow in November, which is the 4th on gender economics, to reward the winners of our best paper competition on this topic. In November 6 in Oxford, a very important workshop, very important, let's hope that it turns out to be very important, will be held to discuss the developments of the EU banking union versus the UK position. And last but not least, in December, we are planning in Wien our 2nd workshop jointly organized with SUERF on the economic consequences, costs and benefits of the re-regulation of the financial sector. This gives you an idea of how these workshops are designed to provide opportunities to share the deep knowledge and expertise of our foundation's fellows and scientific committee members. And these are also opportunities to get in touch with students, with potential applicants to our fellowships and research funding. This activity also represents our foundation's contribution to supporting the growth of the university systems and the communities in the countries where UniCredit operates. Our scientific committee is extremely generous in offering its work and helping us. And in 2014, without question, we will have to work harder. I would like to extend my profound thanks to all of the members of the committee that come from all over Europe, and really they are not only very disciplined and very accurate in their work, but they are very nice, and they share the criteria. They share the criteria that we are using, that are criteria fully targeted to give a prize to excellence and just excellence. I know they will continue like this. We are deeply proud of the success that we have been achieving. Finally, let me thank UniCredit and its legal entities all around Europe for the generous support we have received in the organization of our workshops and for the trust it has placed in us. I must say that there are plenty of occasions where you really feel that the bank believes in this initiative, and that what we are doing is considered of some relevance for also the success of the bank around the world, and for the success of the bank with young people, which is, I think, the most important type of success the bank should perceive in the coming years. I would also like to thank and congratulate all our winners today. Now it's your turn, as well as the talented students and researchers who will submit their applications to competitions. And now it's my pleasure to give the floor to my friend and colleague Roberto Perotti, who's a well-known professor in Bocconi University, a great friend and a great expert of what we are doing. Is one of the most, I think, talented experts of the PhD job market in the world. At least this is what we think in Bocconi. And that he will deliver a speech on a topic that he will define himself with the appropriate words. Thank you very much for everything.